Today's sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New England Patriots. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway in Foxborough. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach in Pete Carroll who really believes in him.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Right back to Genty on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
From the gun, here's Smith. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards. And the Raider first down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throw left side complete. That's Myers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Geno. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Keon White got in there for the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the talented young man took over as the full-time starter week 6 of last season, showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
A loss of two there, second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To the air, May. Finding Bourne here over the middle. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
They'll throw with May. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That one complete to Trey Tucker. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Raiders.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Back to throw, Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Gino. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On second down, here's the option. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second down and 8. Again, it's Stevenson. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on third down, it's May. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Darnay Holmes with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
At the 46-yard line.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second and 8. Now it's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
On for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing here is May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely, because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Here's May. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Douglas. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. That is going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That'll be complete to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. On fourth down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Geno now to throw. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Smith. Over the middle, he's got Myers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it second down.
brings up second down at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
To throw is Smith. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
And so let's start talking about all-time records because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence or maybe he starts a new streak now because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. First down, Raiders.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
On first down, it's Genty. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Genty. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Throwing is Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker from 6 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Patriots 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. New England trying to get a place on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. May. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Douglas, the man in motion. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's the 2nd down and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Gino going to hand it to Genty. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Smith. That's caught by Tucker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st down, Las Vegas.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
Out of the gun, Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6. Here's Smith. And a quick throw here that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's Keon White, who worked his way in and made the play. Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, You can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
Throwing now is Geno. Open man is Myers. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Smith now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Genty sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Now 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's May. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
That's good for a Patriots.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
From the gun, it's May. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Douglas. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now May on the sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing.
Now Mike Vrabel not too happy with that last call, and out comes a challenge flag.
Play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a 1st down. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They run once more with Stevenson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll throw with May. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson from 8 yards out. And the Patriots are back within a score. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And he bangs it through and makes it a 17-13 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll start on the ground with Genty. Nifty move. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Geno. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now it's Smith. They'll get this out to Genty. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Open man is Tucker. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Smith. That's caught by Tucker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. A run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Geno down to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Smith. And he's going to go down again. Christian Barmore. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And they go play action with May. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Zachary Carter in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at a yard. Once again, it's Genty. Dodges him at the 50. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That's caught by Myers. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. That one goes for 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. On the give, Genty. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Geno Smith, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out come the Patriots. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They go play action now. May. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now May on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun, May with it. Short pass caught by Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing here is May. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He came through with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
On now is Andres Voragalis to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A run, it's Genty. Oh, nifty juke there. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Shifts by him. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Just more of the same here. It's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. May setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a handoff. Stevenson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. To the air, May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs from 6 yards away. And the Patriots get a bit closer. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Borregales now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tucker.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Las Vegas first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action. It's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On the ground, it's Genty. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Open man is Myers. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the option, it's Smith himself. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Throwing now is Geno. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers from 8 yards out. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. So the Patriots coming out now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Stevenson gets it again on second down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
To throw, it's May. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Bourne going to go in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll throw with May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's May. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Drake May, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The extra point now for Borregales. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. On first down, it's Genty. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if we keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Gino going to hand it to Genty. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is 2nd and 8. Smith now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Well, they had a gain of 1, then 2, and now 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Smith. That's caught by Tucker. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Now Smith. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on the offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Again, Smith. It's Myers again with another catch. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking left side, he's got it complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
They'll run. Here comes Genty. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Here's Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
For the Raiders.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's going to have the Patriots first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On play action, May. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Raiders' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. And they go play action with May. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he will have a Patriots first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Malcolm Kuntz there on the tackle.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
18-yard line.
2nd and 9. They go play action now. May. He finds Douglas complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing here is May. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. May. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Borregales now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now it's Genty. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
And a Raider first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
There to stop it was Carlton Davis. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, here's Genty. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
So the Patriots now down by 10. A minute 55 remaining.
Previous play is under
Can
review.
they take advantage of the late carelessness? We'll see as they've got a first down. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. To the air, May. Pass caught by Hooper. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's second down and 3. Here's May. To Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
To throw, it's May. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, May with it. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd down, goal to go. They'll throw with May. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's May. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The extra point now for Borregales. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.